All right. Thank you, Chelsea, for the recap. We'll come back to more recap later. But now let's talk about turning z-scores to raw scores. All right. It's an easy calculation as well. Just take a little bit of algebra knowledge. So suppose that April and August took the test. The average of people who took this test is 65, standard deviation 8.5. Now April's z-score is 1.6 and August is a negative 0.5. Sorry, the sign should be right here, negative 0.5. So what are the raw scores? Remember, this is the formula z equals x minus m divided by standard deviation. So you just plug in all the known numbers. 1.6 equals, okay, this is unknown, so you just say x minus 65, which is the mean, and then divided by 8.5. Now, step by step, let me show you how to do it. The first is we need to get rid of this 8.5, right? It's a division, this is distracting. So we times 8.5 on both sides, right? So this part, 8.5 times 1.6. And then this whole thing times 8.5. That way we get rid of this 8.5 right here. Okay, so this is a 13.6 equals x minus 65. Okay, only this part left. And then how do we get rid of this 65? Okay, how about add 65 on both sides? So we add 65 to 13.6. And then on this side, x minus 65, we plus 65. So only x left. And these two numbers add up together is 78.6. And that's the answer. This is April. Okay, because that's April's z-score. Okay, so now, what about August? You can try to practice, pause the video, practice, and then come back. All right, let me show you step by step. First, August z-score is negative 0.5. So you plug in the formula as well. And then again, we want to get rid of the 8.5. So we times 8.5 on both sides. Now this becomes negative 4.25 equals x minus 65. So we add 65 on both sides to get rid of this 65. Now these two numbers add up together equals x. The answer is 60.75. Okay.